and love, Soul Tribe. It is your sister, Summer Solstice, back for another session of Mindfulness Mondays. Can we get a deep breath as we always begin for the week? Can we get a deep breath? Real deep, real deep. One more time for good measure. How about that? How are you, or shall I say, Habari Gani? What's the news to all those that are celebrating Kwanzaa on this week? We are on our third day of Kwanzaa, which today is Ujima, all about that collective works, community, working together to build and to strengthen and to grow together as a unit, as one. Actually, this was, hold on, you guys can't even see my little, let me push back a little bit, push back. I had a whole setup for you guys that I thought you was going to be able to see over here, but it's kind of cut off, but it's all right, it's cool. I got my little handy dandy, my amethyst. Of course, you know, you guys, I love my amethyst. It's all about that peace, calm, and amethyst is actually good for prosperity. And when you're having like any confusion about what's going on in your life, you actually can sit and meditate with the amethyst, and it helps to bring about clarity. So, welcome to everyone that is watching. Peace and blessings, everyone. Habari Gani. How are you on today? But as I was saying, that this was actually the first year that my family and I celebrated Kwanzaa, so I was too excited. They were all open to it, you know, this year. And I was like, we gotta, you know, get gifts. And they were a little stressed at first. They were a little stressed, like, gifts, like, I don't know. But it wound up being so wonderful, and I was so excited. We got like some really special gifts, and one of mine was a singing bowl. I was like, yay! I love these. And it actually came from Nepal, right? I'm like, ooh. So I was too excited about that. I'm like, hold on, let me see if I can get it to sing. Now listen. Don't you guys laugh at me or anything. We're going to try to work this thing out. I do better with the larger ones, not the smaller ones, but we're going to do it. Here we go. So excited, guys. That's the longest I've ever been able to do it. There must be all that beautiful energy coming from you guys. I'm too excited. I'm like, yes. The singing bowls are so beautiful. If you really want to quiet and still your mind, the vibrations that come from them are just so peaceful and inviting of spirit to come on in and just comfort and give you some love, give you some vibrational love. I'd be like, did you feel that? Did you feel that peace and that calm that came from that? It was just so amazing. Peace, cousin. Peace, CJ. I see you. Happy holidays. Okay, where do I start? I don't even know. I feel like I'm like so off the high, you know, up today. And you guys talk to me. How was your holidays for those of you that do celebrate Christmas and those of you that celebrate Kwanzaa? How was everything? Was it beautiful? Was it magical being with your family? Was it magical? It should be magical. But what's even more magical is this full moon that's coming up in Cancer on the 29th. I'm like, and it is all about what we're going to talk about today: releasing and letting go. Letting all go. This is what all this mindfulness has been about, right? Mindfulness. What is mindfulness? I usually always start with that. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is having a self-awareness. It's about being aware equally of all of your senses, of your mannerisms, of your thoughts, your body languages, everything that makes you you and your surroundings. Because guess what? Everything is you, right? Everything is us. Everything that you see is a creation of your thoughts. Okay, it's a manifestation of your thoughts and everyone around you. So we're all connected. We're all connected, right? So it's just about being aware and equally of all things at all times. So you want to be about your intentions, about your thoughts, about your feelings, about everything. So I don't know if you guys tuned in. We actually had a soulful special that happened through Ingrid Virtual Recreation, and all of us did like a little 7-minute spiel, and mine was on the 5 ways to have a blissful day. So I'm going to run through them really quickly. Oh, and before I forget, let me do my spiel. If you guys have missed any of these sessions at any time, you actually can go back and look at them through Ingrid Virtual Recreation, or you can head on over to what I prefer, my YouTube channel over there at Summer, SUMER, Solstice, SOULSTICE. You can catch up on all the episodes, and most importantly, like and subscribe. Subscribe. Yes. And still going is my 50% off for my 3-finger consultations. Yes, so that we can get rid of all that baggage before this new energy of the new year comes in. You got to let it all go. And let me tell you, your sister is here to assist in doing that. I guarantee you, you book a session with me, when you get off of the line, you're going to be a whole new you. So head on over to my website, www.summersoulstic.com, and it is on the first page. You can click on it, and I'm doing 50% off because after the new year, it's going up. All right, so let's getting back into it. The 5 ways to have a blissful day. And as I always say, you guys got your handy dandy journals ready for you, because journaling is importante each and every day. Write down your thoughts, create your vision so that you can manifest the things that you want. And it's also a good way to purge all those things that you may be stuffing that you don't say. So writing it down is actually a good way to get it out. So our first way of the day, rhyme, yeah, just a little bit, okay, is to wake up with a smile. Wake up with a smile. When you guys wake up in the new day, some of you wake up because I'm like, some of you may be still going to jobs that you don't like. Some of you may be waking up next to people that you don't really care for either. But, you know, we're going to talk about that. Some of you people might not even like the people that you're surrounded by in your homes. But, you know, that's all relative because, again, they're all reflections of you. So when you're first waking up in the new day, when you go to get your stretch on and you're doing all that, put that smile on. Put that smile on. It'll change your whole entire day. It will change everything. I'm telling you. You think that doesn't really make a difference. You're like, how is smiling gonna really? Because wake up like this. And you like, do like this. You can't help but to change your thought pattern. You cannot help it. It's automatic. Soon as you smile, your thoughts change instantly. So wake up and smile. Wake up and smile. You know what they say. What was that old commercial? I can't remember. Turn that frown upside down. I don't know, so long ago, right? All right. Anyway, number 2, write 3 things that you're grateful for. Gratefulness. Where there's gratefulness, there is grace. Where there's gratefulness, there is grace. So you must always be grateful in all things. In all things, no matter what is happening in your life, be grateful. Because what I always say, it's stretching and you're growing from those things. Even the obstacles, even the things that hurt you the most, that rip your heart out, and you feel like, I ain't gonna never be able to survive. I'm never gonna be the same. You're right. And that's a beautiful thing. Because from those experiences, it changes you. And most of the time, it changes you for the better. You may not want to recognize it, because some of you are still holding on and stuck to the pain and stuck to the experience and stuck to, you know, the this, which I keep telling you about, these 3 magical fingers that keep pointing back to you, you know. But you gotta, like, be grateful in it all. So write down 3 things that you're grateful for. I always write them down in my handy dandy little journal. You know, like, I'm grateful for each new day. I am grateful for the beautiful things that I create in my life. I am grateful for that beautiful prana that I breathe in, that healing energy. I am grateful for the love that I receive, okay? I am grateful for being the divine feminine. There's so many things to be grateful for. Grateful for a smile. How about that? Grateful for loved ones. Grateful for your family. Grateful for your partners. Grateful for your children, okay? Grateful for the finances that are still flowing in despite others that are having difficult times at this juncture, you know? So, number 3. Set your intentions for the day. Set your intentions. Intentions makes the difference. It does. You can wake up and be like, you wake up with that, that attitude or depression or that sad. It's like, that's how your day is going to go. And then you wonder why your day is sad, and you wonder why you're still walking around depressed, and you wonder why things ain't going well for you because you didn't put that out for the day. You said, this is how my day going to go. I'm going to be depressed. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be But no, if you say, I intend to have a beautiful day. I intend to, manifest all that I desire on today. I intend to go out and receive much love for everyone that I come into contact with. Today is going to be a magical day. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Today I'm going to heal and reveal. Today I'm going to release all that no longer serves me. All those beautiful things. But set those intentions. Intentions is everything, I'm telling you. Intentions is everything. Everyone asks me how you walk around all the time, most of the time, with a smile on your face. It's my intention. It's these gratefulness. Okay, it's waking up with that smile on my face, despite all the things that I have going on. Okay, because trust, it's not all tiptoeing and dancing through the tulips over here for me either. But I make it a conscious effort to always put out positive energy, and working on my thoughts, daily. So number 4, movement. Movement is life. Movement is life. So again, like I said before, like if you're stiff, that's close to death. We don't want to be stiff. We want to be fluid. Get some movement on. So get your yoga on, do some stretching, do some dancing. I don't care. Jumping jacks. I don't care how you get moving, but you need to get moving. So do some type of movement. Like I said, I do my yoga every single day, of course, when I can get it in, but I try to get that thing in daily, some type of movement. I'm moving that body. I'm stretching. I'm growing because I'm like, I'm not going to be old walking around like, my knee, my back, my this, my that, my neck. So get some of that movement in. And number 5, what I always say is most important. Meditate. And meditate. Yes. Meditation is key. I'm telling you guys. Meditation is key. I used to be the type of being that was hellfire and brimstone, okay? I'm telling you, on wheels. And anyone that knows me from way back in the day can tell you, like, this being that you see here that's all like, oh, it took some work. It took some work to get here, okay? And sometimes it still takes a little bit of work. I told people, that old self, she right there, she in the back pocket, like, I can pluck her. When I need to. But for the most part, I'm here because I take the time to still my mind. I take the time to release and let go. I take the time to hear from my inner self, to quiet myself and ask spirit to speak to me. I bring my issues there, okay? I bring my issues there and I let them go there. And then you release. And like I tell you guys, meditation can come in many different forms. You can do the sitting meditation and really quieting the mind and focusing just on the light, focusing on God, which is the greatest way. Like I always say, however you reverence God, the absolute, the all, the unity, the ever-loving, the everlasting, the infinite, however you reverence, focus there. Or you can dance, you can paint, you can sing. Whatever has you focused and in a positive mindset, that's meditating. So you don't have to, like I said, the greatest way is just sitting. And really stilling. But however you get there, like I said, quiet your mind and gets you to focus on one thing is fantastic. It's fantastic. And so that's it. Top 5. Okay? Wake up with a smile. Write 3 things you're grateful for. Set your intentions. Get moving. Meditate. Yes? Oh. Greetings. I don't know how to get the answer I seek for meditation. How do I know if it's the answer to my issue? How does it feel when it comes to you? And so that's the most important thing. When you're sitting and you're meditating and you're quieting and you ask the question and you really, really are just focused on the light and that answer comes to you, how does it feel? Because resonation is everything. So if it feels like it's like warm and it hits you in the chest, because that's what I get. I get a little like, it's just a little, you know what I mean, in my chest. And I'm like, okay, that's it. That's it. But you have to really be mindful, again, mindful of if you have quieted yourself or are you thinking. Because a lot of times people can get that mixed up. It's like, well, I don't know, is that my higher self talking to me or is that me? That means you need to go back in and quiet again. And sometimes if you're not able to quiet your mind, the answers actually come to you in other ways. Sometimes it can show up from a person. Spirit speaks in all different types of ways. Another being can come to you and just happen to say something that has to do with the question that you were seeking the answer to. And you're like, you know, it was funny. Earlier I was just talking about that. Or I was just thinking about that. Or you can be sitting. Sometimes I've been on the internet after I've like done my meditation. I feel like maybe I didn't get an answer, and some article will pop up that I was asking about, and I'm like, I was just talking about. Bam, there goes the answer. So the answer can come in many, many different forms, but it's really about getting to a place in your meditation where you're having that trust and that understanding to know how the answers come to you and how, like I said, it resonates and how you feel when those answers come. So that's a good way. That's a good way to figure out. Thank you for that. Thank you for that question. Thank you for that question. Okay, so last week what was our self-mastery tool for last week? It was so beautiful. Transformation. Because that is what this whole year has been about. Have you not been transformed during 2020? Have you not been transformed? Because 2020, we were like molding clay in this year. This thing was just shaping us and stretching us and making all types of stuff up out of us. Okay? You know, it strengthened a lot of us. Strengthened. Your spiritual strength went up to 1,000. I have to really, really give a heartfelt shout out to a brother named Kareem Stain. He did such a powerful post a couple of days ago. His mom transitioned on the 16th of this month, and he did such a powerful post, and he was just saying about how 2020 has really, really been the yin and the yang for a lot of us, but he was putting out the message to stay positive, and something really profound actually happened to him at the same exact time of his mom transition. He was saying he was having the best show of his life. He actually has a podcast that he does, and it was his greatest interview that he was doing at the time that he was receiving this message that his mom had been rushed to the emergency room. And right after the interview, she had passed during that. But his power in his post that he did, I like really honor you, my brother, honor you, because my mother and my father has transitioned. So I understand what it is that you go through, you know, and losing that being in the physical. So, but for you to come on and spread positive energy and to help others with that, powerful, brother, and I honor you for that. But transformation, yeah, this is what this whole year has been about. And but it's focusing on what have you learned and how have you grown in this transformation, because we can all sit and, you know, like I always tell people, get on the pity train, and we could choo all day and be like, yeah, this happened and this happened and this is this and that. But what you focus on grows. What you focus on grows, and we must always remember that. So if you're always focusing on your pain, that's what you're going to draw to you. If you're always focusing on your hurt, that's what you're going to draw to you. If you're always focusing on the dramas that have occurred, well, yeah, some people it is the dramas, actually. Spirit like, no drama. You know, if you're focusing on the drama, that's what you're going to draw to you, is more drama. If you focus on your trauma, that's what you're going to draw to you, is more trauma. So all these things that have been occurring, you know, these obstacles, it's really just about sitting back and saying, okay, what is this showing me? What is this teaching me? You know, how am I growing from this situation? You know, it's like you really have to do this introspection and reflection, you know, on your life, because it's all there for a reason. It's all there for a reason. Nothing is happening to you just because. Trust me. Nothing is happening to you just because. Everything is happening to you to show you something. Whether it's the beings in your life, you know, it's that person that's just like, oh my God, this person annoys me. Oh my God, they annoy me. You have to ask yourself why. Why? Why do they annoy you? What aspects of yourself is that being possibly showing you? Or what are they trying to teach you about yourself? Or what mindset can you draw from in order for you to work with that being? I was watching something just recently. One of my gurus, because I studied Kriya Yoga, and one of my gurus is a Sadhguru. And he was talking about that at his ashram. He has all these volunteers that work. He has like hundreds of like volunteers. And he was saying a lot of time they come up to him and they be like, you know, Sadhguru, I can't work with this person. I can't work with this person. This person annoyed. They don't know how to do this, or they can't do this. And he was just like, oh, well, you don't need to be here, basically. He was saying, like, you don't need to be here. Like, because on this earthly plane, you're going to have other beings that are going to trigger aspects of you that you're going to have to take a look at. There's multiple different types of beings here, and that's really what makes the world go around, right? You know, if everybody was the same, I always say it'd be a very boring place if everyone was the same. You know, so we got to have different beings with different backgrounds and different personalities and different characteristics, because that's what this earth is about. That's what it's about. So it's really about learning how to maneuver through all these things. And trust me, I understand, because I'd be like, woo, you know, that being, woo. I'd be like, okay, well, how can I work with this? How can I work with this person? What way can I look at this so that we all can just continue to resonate in the same energy while we have to resonate in this energy? And so sometimes you just got to take it back to laughter. You really just got to allow that being to be who they are. Okay, that's really what it's about. You're allowing that being to be who they are, because someone is allowing you to be who you are. And just because you think you're great, which you are great, you're great in your own right, but you're probably annoying to someone too. There's some characteristics and personality traits about you that rub somebody else the wrong way, you know, so to speak. So it's just really about sitting back and saying, this person has the right to be who they are authentically, that is. You know, again, we're never talking about harming or hurting anyone, because that is not who we are innately as beings. You know, that's some hurt and trauma coming out of that being. But again, even in that, learning to understand whether that's, you know, coming forth from them. So it's really about taking yourself out of your emotions and your feelings and really trying to understand where that being is coming from. So that's even transforming in its own way, you know, just being able to sit and to, you know, focus on someone other than, you know, yourself, as far as like how you're feeling and your thoughts. And, you know, I got to put on my handy dandy glasses in order for me to go ahead and read the transformation from last week. So the transformation says, I move into that quiet stillness of the chrysalis, letting the agents of change work upon me deep within, waiting patiently, doing the inner work until the moment comes to emerge triumphant. Yes, so sitting in that stillness, letting the agents of change work deep within you. Deep. And when I say deep, you got to dive deep. And waiting patiently, doing the inner work until the moment comes to triumph. And that's what it's about. It's about doing that inner work. You got to do that inner work, that shadow work, facing those aspects of yourself that are like, I did not want to take a look at this. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that's not so pretty. And a lot of times, it's not pretty. That shadow aspect of ourselves may not be pretty, but it's transforming. When you accept aspects of yourself that you have just been like suppressing. Like for me, myself, I'm a very, very sensual being. I'm a Taurus Gemini, so, we're all about that sensuality. And I don't know if you guys know, but I actually have another page. It's called The Art of Femininity. And it's all about the divine feminine and expressing, our sensuality. But that aspect of myself, I suppress a lot because, I'm always focused on this aspect, which is like the teacher, you know what I mean? The intellectual, being. But that other aspect of me, I was pushing her down and pushing her down and pushing her down. And she like, no, 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 no. So, in 2021, be looking out for some new aspects of your sister because I'm about to blossom and open up like that flower. And so a lot is going to be unfolding, this upcoming new energy. So look forward to that. Look out for that. But that's what it's about. It's about doing that shadow work. And then I had another aspect of me, which I talked about, last week, that again, that hellfire and brimstone, where I was like, no nonsense. I was, what they like to call, some women full-fledged, and I didn't care. I would cut you deep. I'd be hurtful with my words. I didn't really care how I said it. I didn't care how it came across to you. It was like, this is my truth, and this is what it is. But it was in a harmful, hurtful way. You can speak your truth. Always speak your truth. Always stand on your truth. But there's a way in which you can do it that's not just like, I'm gunning to hurt you. I'm out to hurt somebody's feelings. I'm out to cut you deep because, again, when that energy comes back to you, you're not going to be too happy about it. So it's always about being mindful, again, always about being mindful about what energy that we are putting out. And so with that being said, this new energy that's coming in, like I was speaking about on the 29th, this full moon in Cancer, which we know Cancer is all about the emotions. Cancers are the heart of ourselves. Cancers are heart beings. Okay, they are very passionate. They are very passionate beings, and everything is emotion. It's like emotion. They are like raw with this. It's like, people used to be like, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve. Like, that's what they are. They like, look, this is me. I'm always here. I don't care how you feel. It's always from the heart. It's pouring out. So this full moon in Cancer, it's a huge release. It's going to be a release, but it's also about coming together with others that we have had, quarrels with or strife with. So be ready for like old people to start coming in and start, asking for forgiveness and apologizing and just seeking you to just be like, I'm here, I apologize. Let's let what they used to say, let bygones be bygones, let the past be the past, and let it go, because it definitely is time. It's about letting go. Peace and blessings to everyone that's watching. Peace and blessings. Welcome. But it's all about letting go. This year has been about forcing you to release and let go of what no longer serves you. And this Cancer moon is not playing any games. Your intuition is going to be high. You think your intuition was in full force before. It's going to be like, all of a sudden, it's just going to be like a knowing. You're just going to know. You're going to have this awareness. It's going to be like, it's going to hit you from all avenues. It's going to be like, wow, okay, I know. But as we know, full moons are a time for endings, closure, endings, closure, let go. And people say, well, how do I let go? When you look at it, you got to change the conversation. Take yourself from being the victim in the experience and change it to being the power. Change it to being your new transformed self in the situation. Stop looking at it like they, he, she, it, them did this to me. Again, we going back to that. These three fingers. When you point the finger, it all comes back to you. Because it's the energy that you put out is the energy that you receive back. And a lot of these experiences and situations, like I said, are there to help, to shape, to form you, to push you into a different mindset, to help to strengthen you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So some of you are not even looking at it from that aspect. You have to look at it from the aspect like, I am still here. I'm still here, still functioning, still living life, and most of you are doing well at it. So look at it from that point of view, like, wow, I'm powerful. Look at my willpower. Look back at what you have been able to make it through. Your resilience. That's what you need to focus on. Stop focusing on that reflection of you. Stop focusing. And if you really, really want to be real, and what I'm being real with you always, you need to be thanking that situation. You need to be thanking that person, place, or thing for helping you to grow. Greetings, Susan. Greetings. You need to be thanking that situation. And I know some of you like, I'm not that. I had, a client who was saying this thing like, I'm not thanking him. I'm not doing this. I don't care. And I'm like, you're still coming from your place of pain. You're still coming from your place of hurt. That person still has power over you. That's what a lot of you don't understand. You think your anger is your power. You think you holding on to, this is how I'm going to be. Yes, this is my attitude about you. Think you powerful. No, you're not. That's weakness. That is weakness at its finest. That's what that is. Yes, it's weakness, everyone. Because you are allowing that situation to still hold power over you and to stop you from being positive and allowing positive energy to come in and allowing you to be happy. Yeah, sit back on that for a minute, because that's going to make you go, Yeah, that's going to make you go, It's like, I never looked at it that way. Yeah, I know, because I didn't used to look at it that way either. I'm like, no. Me not speaking to that person, or me ignoring that person, or I got an attitude every time you speak, he or she or it or they. It could be a place. I don't care what it is. Whatever experience it is. You think you having that standpoint is power. It's not. Because guess what? Your innate you, your inner self, your soul being is a happy being. It's full of bliss and serenity and peace and calm and love. So anything that takes you out of that, you have now given it your power. So go back, change the conversation. Change your outlook on that experience. Change it and say, how did I grow? What did I learn? What did I learn about me in that situation? I see a lot of my sisters talking about like being in a relationship with narcissists. I'm like, almost all my relationships, I was with narcissists. Okay? I'm like cheated on. They had multiple women. All types of things was going on. And I used to sit up there and do this all the time. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. Some of you brothers have been in situations with women that were just takers. Constantly taking from you. Just using. And you all sitting up there like, well, she did this and she did that. She used me. She did. How about you need to ask yourself, why? Why were you available for the using? Why were you so susceptible to the using? Sisters, why was you drawing these narcissists to you? Because you know what it boils down to? Self-love. Self-worth. Because that's what I had to realize. That's what it was about. It was a lack of self-love. I didn't love myself because I didn't see me worthy enough to have anything better, because I stayed in it. And then didn't learn enough of a lesson from the first one, and here came the second one. Didn't learn enough of a lesson from the second one, here came the third one. Until finally, I had to say, wait a minute. Why am I on this hamster wheel? Why does this keep coming back to me? And I had to go look at me. And in me is when I discovered, and then the aha, the slap came and was like, it's you. Do you see that? Boop, boop. It's you. You drawing them to you because you haven't figured out that you are worthy of greater. And that love that you are seeking in those beings is what you're not giving to you. Y'all like, what does this have to do with this? Oh, it has everything to do with it. What does it have to do with this moon about releasing and let go? Oh, it has everything to do with it. Because you got to take a look at you. You got to take a look at you. In order to transform, in order to really release and let go, you got to take a look at you and take responsibility for your part in your creation, in your mess. And that's, again, what this moon is about. Having you take a look at you and releasing and letting go. Mending those relationships that can be mended and saying, like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for showing me what I needed to see about me. Thank you. I'm friends with all of the old narcissist exes in my life. I'm friends with every last one of them. We cool. I can call them to this day like, hey. And guess what? They'll still do things for me. They are all readily to help me because I have a new, what? I got a new attitude. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. I know exactly who I am. I'm operating in my most authentic self. Okay, I am operating as the divine feminine that I am. I am operating as the goddess, the empress that I know that I am. And when you put that energy out, the only thing you can draw to you is greatness and more of it. And more people that see you. And then you see you. And the more you see you, the more you draw beings to you that see you. And you'll realize how everything will change when you release and let go. Let it go. Let go of your anger. Let go of your hurt. Let go of your pain. Another good way to let go is writing down all those situations, everything that has ever hurt you, anything that has ever bothered you, and even if it's the littlest things, because I tell people all the time, it's the little thing that is what is triggered you, that harmed you the most, and you would be thinking that it's this major event. No, it's actually something that was said to you long ago, something that was done to you long ago that shaped you into operating the way that you've been operating because you never went back and let it go. You never went back and let it go and said, I release this. I talked about last week, really good ritual is Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian ritual about just forgiving, apologizing to yourself, to that being, even if it's just bringing it to your awareness, sitting in meditation and be like, I release, I forgive, I thank you. And let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. I'm like, let me check my time because you know how I begin. Okay, it's 12:38. But release and let it go. Light you a white candle, inviting spirit in. Again, talking to God, the universal essence, the all, the light, the unity, the everlasting power, the ultimate energy. Again, however you reverence, light that candle. And release. And once you write everything down, all your hurts, your pains, your trauma, whatever it is, fold that thing. Fold it up, and burn it. Burn it on that candle. Burn it. And let it go. And as you see those embers and as you see that smoke, let it go. See it being carried away. See it being carried away to never, ever return. And don't you ever think about it again. Because again, the past only exists when you bring it to your present. It only exists when you think about it again. Because the past happened already. You can't change it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. It doesn't exist anymore. It only exists when you rehash it, when you bring it back. So stop bringing it back. Stop hurting yourselves. Stop rehashing your pain over and over again. Stop it. Release it. Okay, so Let's see what else we need to do during this new moon. Take things slow. Take things slow. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, because again, this Cancer energy is all about the heart, so you're gonna be pouring some things out. So just when the emotions come, people are like, well, what do I do when I'm feeling? Let it go. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to holler, holler. You want to scream, scream. But when you are done, see it gone. That's what it is. Once you purge it and let it go, see it gone. But don't suppress it, because that's what happens, and that's how you block your energy. That's how you block your chakras, by suppressing. But you gotta let it go. And once you do, those tears, I tell people, like, shout out to Andrea Sunshine, who had told me long ago, like, tears is just water for your harvest. It's water for your harvest. I was a person who never cried my whole entire life. My family would tell you they never saw tears come out of my eyes. Not until probably like my mother's transition, my mother's going home ceremony, because I refused, because I thought tears was weakness. I thought it was weakness. And I didn't realize that it was just allowing that to leave my body. And now I'm like, I'd be like, listen, y'all know I'm getting all sensitive. And so it's like, if I feel it, I just let it go. Like, the heck with it. I'm going to cry. I'm going to release. I'm not going to stuff this in me anymore. I can't. It's doing myself a disservice. You do yourself a disservice, so let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And, go easy on yourself. Drink plenty of water during this time. Drink plenty of water, because it's all about just keeping yourself hydrated. Hydration, hydration, hydration. That's that. Let it go. So we're going to call this Let It Go 2020. Let it all go 2020. Basically. All right. So let's get into it. Self-mastery tool for the week. What's going to be our self-mastery tool? Because I won't see you guys until, even though for me, most of us spiritual beings, we celebrate the new year, in the spring, because that's when everything is anew. So that's when, the new year really is. But those of you that are celebrating it on the 31st, into that first, let's see, this is going to be your last self-mastery tool. What is it for the ending? What is it for the ending? Let's see, what is this? Let's get this resonation on. Pick a card, pick a card. Ooh, okay, something fell out. Let's see. Flexibility. Flexibility. And it reads, I let myself flow with situations. As a master, I am not flustered or stressed by difficulties. I love it when spirit be aligning with, I love it. I let everything go. Ooh, you see that? Look at that. Passing through me like water through my fingers. Oh, I gotta read that again. Write this down, guys. Write this down when you pad. Write it down, write it down. I let myself flow with situations. As a master, I am not flustered or stressed by difficulties. I let everything go, passing through me like water through my fingers. How beautiful is that? Talk about letting go, and then spirit say, hey, here you go, right here. That's what flexibility is all about. Letting everything go, being flexible, just moving like water. Water what? Water is unstoppable. That's why it's the most powerful element. It will go under, it will go over, it will go to the side, it will go left, right, down, through anything. You cannot stop the flow of water. So that's why we have to be water. And I tell people, it's no mistake that we're made up of 75% water? Because it's the most powerful element. So you got to draw upon that power within you to be like, oh, this situation's coming. Okay. How can I flow through this? Oh, this is it. Oh, how can I flow with this? Oh, this person is doing what they do. Okay. Let me see how I can flow around it. Let me see how fluid I can be. And just letting it go through your fingers like water. So be flexible. Be flexible in these last days. Be flexible. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. And let's see what our power is going to be. What is the power? Power. What is the power? I'm excited. What is the power? Power to decide. Because it's all about your choice. Yes, it is. Yes, everything's a choice. When I keep courage in the face of choice, I receive God's help. When I remember God with my heart, it grants me the power to decide. Because everything is about choice. When you make those choices in love, when you make those choices in honor and in grace and in gratefulness, it becomes much easier. Keep your courage. Your courage, and just know that you know that you know that you know that whatever decision you make, again, when you are deciding in love, and when you are deciding in your most authentic, innate self, all choices is good choices. Because good and bad is relative anyway. It's all equal. It's all polar. One is just makes you feel one way and the other. They just each have their own set of consequences. But it's all a choice. Keep your courage. Keep your courage and say, you know what? I'm going to decide this, and whatever the consequences of it, okay, I'm going to rock with it. And then keep on what? Being flexible, flowing. Keep transforming. Welcome this new energy in with open arms and say, I release and let go. I forgive. I thank you. I thank it. I thank that place. Thank you. Thank you for helping me to grow. Thank you for strengthening me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because at the end of the day, if you love you love who you are, you got to thank all of your experiences that shaped you to be it. Because that's why I can smile. Smile through it all. Smile through it all. Can we take a deep breath for letting go? Can we take a deep breath? 3 deep breaths. We're going to hold it for like 2 seconds. And always remember, when you're doing your deep breaths, inhale through the diaphragm first and fill up that bottom belly, and then fill up the chest. And then letting go with the releasing all that no longer serve you. So we're going to breathe in all that love and light, and then we're going to breathe out all that other mess that don't even matter. All right? So here we go on 3. 1, 2, 3. And let it out with a And number two. Here we go. And let it out. And the last one. Inhale. And let it go. It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful, Soul Tribe. Thank you for all those that tuned in. I appreciate love you. Thank you for your support. And again, if you missed any of this, you can head on over to Inglewood Virtual Recreation for the recap, or over to my YouTube channel, Summer Solstice with 1 M in summer, SOULSTICE, Solstice. And again, don't carry this mess. Don't carry your mess into 2021. Book a session with your sister, and I'll help to change your life, change your mind, change your life. So head on over to my website, www.summersolstice, while it's still 50% off, and it's still the price that it is. And book a session. Book your session today. I love you guys. Be well. Peace, love, and light.